Welcome back to Hollow Knight. One thing I forgot to mention in the last episode with the worst side quest, you could have brought the flower here and presented to everyone. But fuck that, that is a trial and a half to do.
What does that do, exactly?
They're just like, oh, what a wonderful flower. I don't need a flower, though. Ow.
Well, you're telling me that even Zote wouldn't accept a flower. He seems like the type.
Nope. Too busy bragging. But yeah, I think it's about time we, beat the game. Man, we haven't seen this place since the first episode. It's so weird.
Oh man, look at all that fart gas.
Yeah?
Things are getting stinky in there. I mean, to be fair, as confidently as you're talking, Miss Needle, I kind of did everything.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the help, Big Sis, but, yo, I did a lot of fucking stuff.
Do you like my shield flower? Go into the devil's vagina.
Let's see what you're thinking.
Ah, yes, you're a coward, refusing to enter the devil's vagina. That's fine, I'll do it myself.
Let's head in. Now we get one last unlock here, and I think it's the best perk in the game. We can now see completion percent.
That's the most important thing of all.
Yup. Right now, we're at 104 because we did the Grim Troop bullshit.
I was confused there for a moment.
So yeah.
4% margin of error.
So yeah, 100% LP. Hell yeah.
No one could deny you, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, since there's multiple endings to this game, this first fight's gonna be rough because I forgot the fucking patterns. Yep, buddy.
Oh, he's chained up too.
Let's change that. I kind of like this build-up, honestly. I think it's really good presentation, and it's something that Team Cherry's been like on point with this entire game.
There's also always something cool about being responsible for the freeing of the boss you can clearly see.
Title drop.
Took a while, but you know.
Yep. So, this is very, very end of Souls-esque boss. It's very much a one-on-one fight with a swordsman that's clearly more superior than you. Also, he has tricks. And man, I do not remember these patterns at all.
Big bug, too.
Yeah. Like, if you remember in the cutscene where we figured out the origin of our character's past, you realize he was much smaller. Also, this gets strange. A bit of a note, during that animation where he's stabbing himself, he has max defense and only takes 1 point of damage. You cannot kill him in that state.
There's two realms of thought I have about him stabbing himself. He's either doing that to free more of this particular infection, or he's not in control of himself, and in that moment he's able to try to fight off his infection.
Both are perfectly valid answers. Now let's do the first ending. Sorry, Hornet. Gotta kill my brother. Come on.
I like this music.
Yeah, the music is really good.
There's something kind of derpy about that little flower flying around the scene. I'm going to protect you, oh god!
Yeah.
She's dead. You dead, I guess. Oh, I guess not.
We did our job. And now time for a Tool's End. So, a bit of context for the endings. This is the first time I did that specific ending, but the difference between that and the first actual ending is that Hornet's not in the scene. That's it. So, I'm sorry I didn't record the first actual ending, but there was no difference at all.
So basically, in that ending, you've just repeated what he did, where you're just being sealed away and nothing gets solved.
Yep. The only difference is that Hornet gets sealed with you.
It looked like the seal was Hornet, though, based on the face.
Yeah, notice how this fight's going a lot better. I finally got my head out of my ass. Now, if you remember before, when we got to this point...
I imagine you're supposed to Dream Blade him?
Yep.
Yeah.
They give you a big hint in that you see, like, dream energy flow out of him, but if you don't have the enhanced psychic knife, you can't do it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Man, it's been a while, Travis, and I'm glad you've been through this LP through the whole time, so, let's finish it off by challenging the fucking sun.
Come on, fucker. Trying to heat me up. I fucking knew it was a moth. The Radiance.
Now, unfortunately, I failed the first fight, but that is probably the best boss intro I've ever seen in my life.
Radiance is God?
Radiance is a god, yes. Technically, White King is also a god. But yeah, the Radiance is kind of a primal deity. This is the light that was once snuffed by the presence of the White King, and now it's got its revenge by being a hive mind infection. And this is why it's really hard. Every attack it does 2 damage. And it does a lot of attacks, and I get really friggin' close here.
Look at your shield's doing a pretty good deal of protecting you.
Yeah, that shield saved my damn life, I admit.
Also, it doesn't seem like this guy's that much different than the White King. Seems kind of egotistical to call yourself the Radiance.
Yeah.
No fair. They worshipped me first.
Now, second phase is a lot harder, but goes by a lot faster.
Especially when you die quickly.
Yeah. But, don't blink.
It's kind of my idea of, I am the Radiance. Ow, 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 ow.
We're already in phase 3. Remember when I said that, Fragile Strength is good? Fragile Strength is really fucking good.
Oh look, there's some floating abyss that's coming to swallow up the light moth.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of like a set piece. If you get to phase 3, you've pretty much won, but don't get too arrogant, because that could happen. Also, you gotta be careful here, because he can still shoot you while you're going up.
The abyss looks evil as fuck.
That is actually your brother.
Yeah, I can tell just by on the horns. Oh, slap!
You actually control this.
You just slap!
I think that shit's pretty dope.
It's funny how the abyss thing looks just as evil.
Yeah, kinda.
What happened to Hornet?
There's something very funny about that flop to me, where it's just like... Hornet's fine, but, we're not.
You became one with the Abyss.
Yep. And now that the Abyss's purpose is over, it doesn't have drive anymore.
If anything, this tells me that masks were always the insects' the sense of identity. So without the mask, you have no identity. You're just the Abyss.
And that was the true ending of Hollow Knight.
I can't tell if it was the apocalypse or not. Are all the other bugs dead?
No, because there's still a lot of bugs. There's still all the bugs in the Colosseum. There's all the bugs in Dirtmouth. Salubra's still alive. Hornet's still alive. It's hinted that there are other bug civilizations out there. The only thing that's different here is that our buddy Hollow Knight just ended the Radiance infection in Dirtmouth. You can't really tell if this is like... Sorry?
I was saying this as a game. This is probably one of the most pure Metroidvanias made in recent memory.
There's been a lot of good Metroidvanias recently.
I mean, people make a lot of them just because they want to recreate them. Plus, we can't depend on Konami or Nintendo to bring either one of their franchises back properly. But
yeah,
I like what I liked about this one is it just seemed like some of the aspects that sometimes people forget about those Metroidvanias that are fun were the platforming aspects combined with the action. This one managed to balance very well.
Yeah, and it took a lot of ideas from the Souls game and used them well with the Metroidvania model. Like, it feels a lot more in-depth because of it. Because with, say something like Castlevania, you're really just running around slashing. In this one, since there's enemies are a lot more antagonistic, it feels more threatening than usual, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I like it a lot more than, say, most Castlevanias. I still like Order of Ecclesia a lot.
Something that games like this have been utilizing well ever since kind of Dark Souls kind of popularized it, is the approach that you won't always know the whole story by going in, and this is usually the sign of like, look, you've seen a world after an apocalypse. Now, you only understand some of it, and by the end of the game, you still won't understand all of it. But you'll have a good idea of the reason why you're doing what you need to do and why what you're doing is important. But there's still many questions you'll think about before, during, and after the game.
Yeah. I also like the congratulations. That is just a very poetic thing.
Miss Sato was standing there clapping with Pen. It was pretty great.
Yeah. There's still a little bit left, though. Also, there's a new title screen because of Grim Troop. Also, I don't have to censor the title screen anymore because we've beaten the game. Huh?
We didn't save shit.
Yeah, I came back here because I wanted to show off the final 2 Monster Journal entries. If I could find them. I like the description of the Radiance, the light forgotten. I also like that line for Hollow Knight, the sacrifices the king imposed on others, all for nothing. That's brutal.
Anyway, time to take a seat in your throne here.
Yeah, you know, it's very comfy down here. Nice and quiet. Nothing screaming at me from the other room.
Anyway, I'm the king now. That's the decision I came to.
King of pizza?
And That's me though. You're that's why you're not a part of my kingdom just because you hate pizza. Be gone. You've been exiled to.
But yeah, 2 videos left. It's mainly going to be the Grim Troop, the 2 boss fights, 1 per video. Grim Troop's probably going to go by quick because aside from some of the neat stuff it offers, there's not a lot of content like the main game. I think it's mainly meant to be done in tandem with the main game. Like, you're not supposed to do it all at once. But I think the boss fights that come with it are really fun. And I think y'all will enjoy it. But yeah. 100% Hollow Knight.
Didn't you also promise you were going to go through the Chainsaw Castle without getting hit once?
No. No.
Oh, well, I must have misheard you.
No. No. You want to know something really messed up?
Hmm?
With Grim Troop, there's a harder White Castle.
Every White Castle's hard on your intestine.
That movie was great, though.
Ugh, it's a restaurant. What are you talking about?
Oh, no. The movie's Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yes.
That's right. It's not called White Castle. I've never had White Castle, which is... I don't know if that's a shame or not.
You would remember, as you spit probably most of the time in a bathroom.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Hmm.
What a weird tangent we went on.
Just to end the magnum opus here that is Hollow Knight, Runny shits after eating terrible burgers. Good night, everybody.
Perfect, even though it's not the end. Good night, folks.